Jamsin Entertainment.
Welcome back to another prep work. Today's prep work is Batman Assault on Arkham. This is a great movie. So the premise is there's a character named Amanda Waller who's from the government, and every now and then when there's a mission that's too crazy and too dangerous and she doesn't want to send in her own men, she will assemble a squad to go in for them. She calls it Attack Force X. But I guess to not really tick off Marvel, the squad themselves name themselves the Suicide Squad. In this Suicide Squad you have Deadshot, Harley Quinn, Captain Boomerang, Killer Frost, Black Widow, and Shark King. Their mission is to go into Arkham and retrieve information that the Riddler has, which the information holds everything that the organization has, and she's afraid he'll pull a Snowden and leak it to the public. Of course, it's not that cut and dry, but I'll get to that little part. They go into Arkham, and being the Suicide Squad, they can't do things by the book and quietly, especially with Harley Quinn in the mix. They cause shenanigans, and they come up with the clever thing of playing yesterday's surveillance footage over today's surveillance footage so they can move around a little more freely and cause their shenanigans. The thing is, though, Amanda Waller still has tabs on Arkham, and she can tell when the different levels of alertness that they're going through. And they go to yellow alert pretty fast. They do run into the Joker. He does play a part in this. And his part goes back to Batman. Batman learned that Joker has this like mini nuke which would take out most of the population of Gotham, and he's scouring around looking for the bomb. It leads him to Arkham, and so then there's fighting between Suicide Squad and Batman. When Harley sees the Joker, it's a pretty funny scene. They more or less split up, and she grabs a gun from Deadshot and she starts shooting at him, and the bullets are bouncing off the glass, but there's breathing holes. And so she gets up close to the Joker and shoots through them. He just scurries underneath his bed, and she puts a hole in the wall. And then they move on with their mission. But quick thing on the Joker. He's played by Troy Baker. The first time I watched this, I was like, is that Mark Hamill? Can't be Mark Hamill. He's not listed in the cast. Can't be. Unless it's a surprise cameo. And then, after listening to him more, I was like, nah, it's not Mark Hamill. Wikipedia'd it. It's Troy Baker. I advocate that Troy Baker is now the second voice of the Joker, since Mark Hamill seems to be wanting to retire. I think The Killing Joke is unfortunately going to be his last performance as the Joker. Now, when I looked on Wikipedia, I found out that Troy Baker has already played the Joker in Arkham Origins. And I hear he's also played Batman. So I'd like to hear that too, even though I've heard some other good Batman variations. In this one, it's Kevin Conroy, the voice of Batman. And I would love for him to do it forever, but unfortunately that's not possible. Without giving too much away, they do find the Riddler, and the Riddler says, well, you're not here to get information, you're here to kill me. Why are you here to kill me? Because I know how to defuse the bombs in your neck. Oh, I guess I should have told you that part. There's bombs in her necks if they don't do what Amanda Waller wants. And the Riddler defuses him. And then even more shenanigans ensues because the hole that Harley shot in Joker's cell actually led to the electrical panel that controls the door. So Harley was putting on a show. And Joker's like, oh, I'm sorry for half the things I've ever done to her. He opens up the door and he releases some of the worst. No, he releases all of the inmates. What am I saying? He releases all the inmates. You got Poison Ivy, Scarecrow, Bane. I think those are the only three major ones they put in there. But there's like hundreds and hundreds of inmates. Batman not only has to fight the Suicide Squad, but help round up the inmates. And of course, at this point, it's red alert. So you have the Gotham PD coming in with as much force as they can possibly muster. And things do get back to normal. And within the chaos, the Suicide Squad does escape. And they do defuse the bombs in their necks. The ending is really cool though, and I won't give it away. Stay tuned on Saturday for the review of Suicide Squad. I can't wait. It's going to be the redeeming movie or the damning movie of DC in the theaters. If you like what you saw, like it. If you think other people will like it, share it. If you really liked it, hit the subscribe button and stay tuned.
Live your imagination.